Hey guys, it's Midge. Welcome back to my channel. So today I have another story time for you. I have a story about a crazy fan I had. Now, to be completely clear, I love all my fans. Like, I love them all. They're so sweet and cute, and they always comment about my cute carrots and stuff, and they actually like my carrots and like Becky. But I had this one crazy fan that was just so bizarre, and like I just couldn't believe they were actually fans. So once I was walking down the street, happily walking down with my carrot, you know, like that. So then, I see someone and they're like, "Are you Midge?" I'm like looking around. I'm like, "Who are they talking to?" I'm like, "Yeah, Midge. How'd you know who I was?" They're like, "I watch Midge and Becky." I'm like, "Really? Cool. Do you like it?" They're like, "Yeah, I love it. I just couldn't believe I found you in real life." I'm like, "Yep, here I am." I'm like, "So do you want like a picture or something?" I know I sound like really conceited, but like, why else would they stop me, right? So I'm like, "Do you want a picture?" And they're like, "Yeah." So then we take a picture, and this person wants me to pose like in a bunch of different poses. So I'm like, so we pose all these different poses. I stick my tongue out. He told me to twerk in one. I'm like, I don't do that. But I was like, whatever, fine. I was like, so then we all take all those pictures. And then he leaves, and that's it. We're done. I'm like, oh, what a cute fan. So sweet and nice. So then, the next day, I'm like walking down with Becky, and I see that same person. They're like, oh, are you Midge and Becky? I'm like, yeah, I thought I saw you yesterday. He's like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah, didn't we take a bunch of pictures together? He was like, oh, no, you must be mistaken. So, I mean, guys, maybe I was mistaken, but come on. This person was wearing the exact same hat they were wearing yesterday, the exact same clothes. So I'm like, oh, maybe I was mistaken. So I'm like, yeah, maybe I was. So then we take a bunch of other pictures, and he told me and Becky to twerk again. So like, we do it because we're nice. But Becky does it more obviously because that's her little area, not mine. So then we leave, and then this time he wants us to do autographs, and we do. So then me and Becky are on our computers, and we see all these fake profiles made by our names, and I'm like, that's weird because like I don't remember taking those pictures, and like it's like taken from afar, you know what I mean? Like somebody was like looking at us from when we weren't noticing, and they were taking pictures. So I'm like, whatever, like this is creepy. Like I guess movie stars, like I guess I'm a movie star, they have like weird fans like that. So we didn't think much of it. So then the next day I'm walking again and I see the same person. I'm like, oh, it's you again. This time I initiate the conversation because I don't want them to be all like, oh, are you Midge? So I'm like, oh, it's you. He's like, it's me. I'm like, oh yeah, remember we took pictures yesterday? He's like, oh yeah. So this time he admits it. So I'm like, he's like, oh yeah, I remember we took a bunch of pictures. Who are you again? I'm like, Midge, remember? He's like, oh yeah. So he pretends he doesn't know me when clearly he was all up in my case the other day. Like, what? That's weird. So then I just walk away. I'm like, whatever, pay no mind to this little boy. So then I'm in my room and I hear a knock on the door. It's a person like wanting to sell something, and they look oddly familiar, and they're like, ma'am, do you want this new phone company, blah blah blah? I'm like, no, I'm happy with mine, thank you very much. And like they look oddly weird. So they're like, can we take a picture? I'm like, why? It's for a phone company. He's like, yeah, I just watched your film and Becky. I thought it would be cool to take pictures. I'm like, fine, whatever. So we take a picture, and it's the same person. And remember that website I was telling you about that me and Becky found? Well, our pictures were there again. So then we found all these pictures that are weird. And like, remember how like he told us to like twerk me and Becky? So like, they were on there too. He was like, oh, look at these kid stars. They're bad influences for kids. Should they really be doing kid shows? I'm like, oh heck no. He was begging us to do that, and then he's gonna say we're a bad influence. He's clearly the bad influence, stalking people, telling them to do all those weird stuff. So I'm like, so I go on there, I'm writing, you begged us to do that, and we were doing it out of niceness. This is me typing. And then he doesn't respond, but he just keeps posting weird pictures saying all those mean stuff about us. So me and Becky report the page and block him, and now I've never seen him again, thank God. Craziest fan I ever saw in my life. Tell me if you have any weird experiences with fans, and if you do, please write down in the comments below. I'd love to know. And yeah, have a great day. Bye.
Hey guys, it's Aleana, and you guys should totally hit me up on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Although Instagram is the most active out of all three. If you guys want to see more of my videos, click on the top right link. If you guys want to be notified of newer videos, click on the pink subscribe button. Have you clicked anything yet? Click, click, click. I'm waiting. Okay, bye.